Why are we here?
Because we're protesting against people having to take the vaccine, and we believe it should be a choice. This is not even a real vaccine, obviously. It's a jab. I mean, it's the first time they ever did mRNA. My wife is...
I mean, it's still in a syringe.
Well, yeah, it's in that.
Tell us, what is consent of the governed? Have you used that term?
Consent of the government has to do with we the people. We have a choice in whether or not we want to take the vaccine or not. That's where it all falls down to the Constitution. That's what matters, is our Constitution, but they're saying we don't. People that we've elected criminally and illegally have given the rights to, like, the Department of Health and Human Services to force us to do something.
So what they've done is they've turned America into this pure representative democracy where these people 1,000 miles away are making decisions, making laws that we have to follow.
Or even locally. They're doing it from the state down for the Michigan Department of Health to the local level. But
state legislature is writing laws that they say we have to follow.
Yeah, we found out in our own local community in Genesee County Health Department, the president, Pamela Hacker, literally made the sole decision for kids to have to wear masks. She just changed it within days of school starting.
Right, and we
illegal.
We cannot tell kids what they have to wear in school. We maybe cover the shoulders and skirts of a certain way. Like schools can have a dress code.
Category of, there's obviously ethical moral conduct according to the biblical principles.
Right, exactly. And the Bible tells us this is life and death, right? It's not about teenagers getting horny, right? Because that's distracting. It's a distracting thing. Like if a 14-year-old, a little innocent kid is exposed to shoulders, it's game over. Our legislature is trying to tell us what to do. And for me, get vaccinated, go to the doctor, these are decisions I have to make. Just all that stuff, stop signs. It's just,
Kids can't make their own decisions at the young age. Come on now.
Right.
I mean,
you have to tell kids right from wrong. We have to guide them, right?
Yeah, if I would have married the first girl I fell in love with at 12 years old or something like that, I don't think I'd be married today.
Yeah,
you got to make a good decision, and you need to be older to be aware of all the pros and cons. And
responsible people should be making these decisions. Absolutely. Right. And it's just there's nothing in the Constitution that says that Congress can make laws that affect our everyday life, right? They are not the people.
All kinds of stuff in the Constitution that says they can't do everything that they're doing today, basically. Yeah. I mean, there's how many times is it mentioned in the state constitution about health? 0 times.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't mention health or pornography or drugs or alcohol.
It gives
right.
We the people. I'm sorry to interrupt. It gives we the people the right to make our own decisions. Right. It definitely doesn't come in the reverse order that we see it today from the federal government telling us what to do, the state telling us what to do, against our own consciences, against anything.
Yeah, and about anything, right? There is no law that can govern me, right? I don't murder people because I choose not to murder people, not because the state doesn't tell me to murder people. Arson, speeding, right? These laws, according to our Constitution, right? According to our Constitution, what is the legislature supposed to do?
They're supposed to give we the people the decision, not just start making rules and stuff on their own. Could vote for stuff as a majority, but I'm telling you what,
a direct democracy, right? A direct democracy, not a representative democracy, right? What would the founding fathers feel like today if they found out that individual citizens weren't voting for their own laws?
Well, they would disagree with it wholeheartedly.
Alexander Hamilton would write some letters about that and about how
I don't have any famous quotes on hand, but I could get you numerous quotes on different things from different websites and stuff like that.
I mean, Thomas Jefferson, Thomas Jefferson is just we have to make a wall, right?
Well, we can't
between state,
the government,
and our church.
The government is supposed to be to reward the righteous and to punish the wicked. That's ultimately the basis of our Constitution.
Absolutely. And I hate that liberals always act like they know exactly what they're talking about, where I don't even think that these people have, I don't think that these people have read the Constitution. If they did, I don't think they understand it.
I don't know it well enough either, and I'm very surprised to find out a lot of policemen don't even know what the Constitution says. I'm serious.
God, the police have no idea what individual rights are, right? And I don't want to.
I'm not against police.
Oh,
I'm not against police.
I love police. I like good police, right?
Well, sure. There's very few that are bad.
Exactly. And those few bad apples, you can kick them off the force. They don't need immunity.
Well, when they get in trouble, then they obviously need to be punished if they're not going according to the law.
And we need to protect whistleblowers, the good cops out there. Sure. And we need to protect the citizens who have the right to individual liberty.
We're here protecting the citizens. This is what this this is about.
Because their lives matter, and
Choice.
police cannot tell you what to do. They can't force you to do anything, right?
Well,
and
if you're doing
because what
something-
happens is like pretty soon what they'll use on us is resisting arrest, right? Like because they'll be like, you take this vaccine or we'll arrest you. And if we resist, they could just murder us in the streets, and no one on the left will care.
Yeah, I mean, they can arrest you if you're doing something wrong. Obviously, you're hurting somebody else.
Right.
You're doing something corrupt. Obviously, they have the
Right.
right to arrest you.
Oh,
And we
exactly.
want them to.
Well, we have to follow the law.
Yeah, whatever the law is, but
Right.
this is not the law being enforced.
Right, exactly. Yeah, whatever the law says, we have to follow that. But otherwise, it's just chaos and anarchy, right?
Right. I mean, this is about greed. This is about
Power. We stay hungry, we devour.
our government. They want the government to be bigger. How else do you explain? And I'm off on a topic here about open borders.
Oh.
Come on, the drugs and stuff that have been brought in here. I could just go into numerous things about why the open borders is not a good thing.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, it's amazing that illegal
Illegal
immigrants,
immigrants.
right?
There's a difference.
Yeah,
Legal
illegal
immigrants,
immigrants, who Democrats say they have to pay taxes, that they commit crime at a lower rate, but we know. And this is how, they require measles, mumps, rubella, like stuff like that, polio. Like when you go to public school, you have to get all these shots.
Yeah.
Right. But now they want you to get this shot,
You
and
don't
it's
have to. There's exemptions for it because
There-
I don't believe in a lot of the
Yeah.
vaccinations out there. My neighbors.
There's some school systems that do, like public
Well,
schools
you can get exemptions from them. My daughter had an exemption because we homeschooled her, and right away
Well,
people think
but homeschool,
homeschooling
right.
is some kind of conspiracy theorist. But I'm
no.
telling you what, you can do in 3 hours what the school's do in
Sure.
7 or 8
So
hours at home.
so you taught your little girl everything she knows.
My wife did most of the work. I have to give her credit for that, but I can tell you honestly, my daughter, when she did go to public schools for about a year and a half, the kids were asking her, "How do you know all these words?" It's because my wife taught her how to read in 100 hours. You can teach anybody how to read in 100 hours. People think homeschooling is hard, and we're going all over the gamut here.
Yeah.
But I can tell you right now that homeschooling kids are more socialized than anybody else. It depends. Kids have personalities just like you and I do.
Sure.
But I was at...
No. I mean, and education is so important because you can't have people just spouting
you
nonsense.
can be educated fools too. Is
Oh,
what's
yeah.
going on. I'll tell you one quick factor.
Sure.
Did I already mention that? I, as a carpenter, I would never wear the N95 mask or the surgical mask.
Oh yeah, they say it prevents
Because-
sawdust.
Well, asbestos, it will not stop asbestos. The
Right.
coronavirus is 1,000
Oh.
times smaller than that.
Actually, I have something on that. One sec. Just start. You take.
And while you're, well, maybe you're not recording. I don't know.
Wait, are you still recording? So, all right. The last thing I want to do while I'm here.
I want to give you one more
It is?
thing to think about for your
Oh,
audience.
yeah, sure.
Can I do that right now? Or am I
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Hold on, can I just do this first?
Yeah.
Because the big thing with COVID, because
You
you're talking
got
about
the camera.
asbestos. Right
Yeah.
here. Can you just
I'll give
hold
you
up?
another example of this. Go ahead.
Oh no,
with that.
but I just want to do this first because what they say about COVID is that it's really, really small, but it spreads on water
I
droplets.
love your example.
Right?
There
And
you
they
go.
say that a mask can help stop against water spray, right?
Yep.
Right? And this is why
I've heard
we
this
have
too
to wear a
many
mask,
times.
right? Yeah, but watch this.
It'll drain out of it. Give it some time, probably.
Oh, yeah, you need to hold it. Yeah, hold it up. No, it's coming off the side.
Oh yeah, it's coming out the side. So really, it's not. I mean,
It's not never
this
covered
side.
fully.
Yeah, this side is kind of dry.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that.
No,
Yeah.
no,
If I pour a cup of water in it.
They say it stops flying, but still it doesn't work.
Yeah. Look at that. There's some actual water droplet. It is starting to get wet on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this. Do you see this down here?
Oh my God.
Like one sneeze, and this mask is useless.
That person had a lot of snot. All right, so I worked with a guy that was a carpenter doing some drywall hanging, and then a guy that was right next to him painting.
Uh-huh.
The guy that was a drywall person took off his mask, and he had black paint all over his face. You tell me it's going to stop a virus?
Oh
No.
my God.
All right, one last
It's
thing.
almost like he got paint on his mask before he put it
I want
on.
you to think about this.
Just to close off, do you think COVID is real?
I think COVID is real, but I think it's probably been manipulated. But the threat level, 99.97% survival rate.
Right.
I had it back in November. I lost my smell. I still don't have it back. I still smell only like something sweet
permanently
chemical.
lost your sense
yeah,
of smell
yeah,
from
since
COVID?
then.
Wow.
But I'm not going to complain. That
Yeah.
I survived. Everybody else pretty much
Right.
survives except for the elderly and most of the
and
immune
20% of people who are like you who develop lifelong symptoms because but
I don't know
COVID.
about 20%,
No,
but-
that's what. But there's stuff like losing your smell or not being able to run as well, or things like that, little stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. I mean, COVID can't be as dangerous as they say
It's
because
not.
no, and
It's
it
all
can't
been a
be.
government conspiracy, and
Right.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
Exactly.
This is reality.
Right. No, but
Right.
if COVID is as bad as they say, I mean, that makes us
People be dying in the streets.
right.
Where they at?
I mean, and that would make us monsters because we're working so hard to make sure that no one wears a mask or gets vaccinated or social distances, right? And I don't know how I'd be able to live with myself if it was actually dangerous.
People are
Right.
waking up to this. They know. They see. About a month into this crazy stuff, you've
Yeah.
seen how it doesn't make any sense. Why is Amazon open? But you can go to a strip club.
Right.
I don't
No.
go to strip clubs.
Oh, it's
But all
terrible.
kinds of things. You can just see through this.
Yeah.
People willing to open their eyes,
No.
do the research on things.
I honestly, like, if anyone was actually dying of COVID and I was out here telling people not to wear masks, like, I would be going, like,
I know people
like,
that have
like
almost
I would
died
have to.
from COVID. They would stand with
Right.
us, and they do.
Exactly, right. I would just
Bob
stay
Dole,
up
for one.
looking in the mirror and just being like, you monster. And the fact that I'm
Yeah.
not
Right.
means that it can't be real, because
Well,
otherwise,
I'm
who
not
am I?
saying it's not real.
Like,
The
I mean,
flu's
really,
real, all
like,
these other things are real.
yeah, no. I mean, there's lots of diseases that are real, but if COVID is real, I'm just like,
I think it-
like, I mean, I should basically just,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't,
You
I
gotta
don't
live
even.
life, and that safety at what cost?
I don't even
Our
know.
freedom, our Constitution.
I
I
don't know
think
what I would-
it was something near
COVID
the
was real.
factor of 50 times greater getting killed by
Yeah.
a car in traffic
Right.
accident than you are getting COVID and dying.
Right, exactly.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, like, we can't.
The mental health of kids. I know somebody that works here,
Yeah.
Steve.